तुम्हारी शादी हो गई? नहीं शाबाश। शाबाश, नमस्ते. Hey Babo, साथ साथ आ गए यार, साथ साथ. Ekdam Rakshit or Himanshu. Do you have a friendship, you two? Do you know each other well? You have arrived immediately at the same time. Baap re baap, chamatkar ho gaya yaar. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, you're in. Oh, you're in, Sherpa. Namaste. क्या हाल है? सब ठीक ठाक है? की खायो भायो? Yes, you know each other. You have a common field. I see. You have a common friend. A common friend, I see. Yeah, I suspected that. नहीं तो एकदम गजब चमत्कार हो गया यार. साथ साथ आ गई. Wow. Abhishek Kumar. Namaste, Abhishek Kumar. The old generation wins sometimes also. The old generation can win sometimes. Shabash, Abhishek. Nice to see your name again, Abhishek Kumar. Kya hal hai? Sab theek thak hai? Baal bacche sab theek thak hai na? Tumhari shaadi ho gayi? Yadi meri koi galti hai to maaf kijiye. I see the common friend is David. Well, that's very nice. I'm still some use. I'm still some use at 76 years. I'm still some use to bring great people together. Baap re baap. Hey, mera apna mora sharabi baap. Hey, mera apna mora sharabi baap. Hey, wow. वो कहावत अब तक जिंदा है. You're fine, Abhishek. That's good. Very nice. Nice to see your name again, Abhishek. And please help to keep this small, almost unknown live stream still alive. It's still alive after 9 months. It's still alive. Yes. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, Rakshit, can you send the message to me, please, Rakshit? Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. Bob, Bob. Dharmendra Pradhan Muradabad. Dharmendra Pradhan Ekdam Muradabad. मैं नेपाल में हूँ. मैं हिंदुस्तान में नहीं हूँ. धर्मेंद्र प्रधान गायब हो गया. गायब अब तक के लिए, आजकल के लिए धर्मेंद्र डी की लापता हो गया. फिर वापस आएगा, जरूर आएगा बाद में, कोई शक नहीं है. Too many thanks to you, Rakshit. You're a great, great man. Without your help, मैं कैसे रहूँगा? बिना तुम्हारे मदद मैं कैसे रहूँगा लाइव स्ट्रीम पर? खत्म हो जाऊँगा. वाह 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 वाह. Yes, I'm in Nepal now. I'm in Nepal now. Oh. And this is my oldest. Now Himanshu, thanks for asking about the watch hours. Now look, there is some doubt. I'll keep this short. As you probably know, sometimes YouTube gets behind in its recording of watch hours. Just talking about live stream, sometimes YouTube gets behind in its watch hours. But they always send me a message. David, this is not the full count until this date. It's not the full count. We're still working on recording the data. We're still recording, and they always catch up. So about 150 watch hours in a week. Now, since 10 until 2 days before the last count, they had been 10 or 12 hours behind. I'm just cutting the story short. It meant that for 10 or 12 days until 2 days before, when I finish the live stream, you press it and then it's done, and then they tell you, in my case, how many viewers did you get tonight in total on the live stream, and what was the average duration of each viewer per minute? What was the average time each viewer spent in minutes, right? Now that has been completely upside down for 10 or 12 days. It's been completely upside down in 10 or 12 days. And lastly, Himanshu, in the last 10 or 12 days, I think in the last 10 or 12 days, until 2 days ago, I was getting 3, 4, 5, maximum 6 hours a night. So I feel strongly that 150 hours in a week is false, but it's a good false reading. It's just them catching up with everything in the last 2 weeks. Don't read that as 150 hours in a week or 22 hours a night. No, I doubt it. It's just everything catching up. And in the last 2 nights, when I've got my final analysis at the end of the live stream, it seems to be true. 2 nights ago was about 5 nights. 2 nights ago's live stream total was about 5 hours. Last night was about 5.3 hours. And that looks completely right. Okay, I hope you get all that. That's right. And that's right, Rakshi, 3 days they take, sometimes longer. And when you get the reading, it will be 5 to 7 days behind. Routinely, you may get, this, David, is on the screen, your total watch hours until July 18. And today may actually be July 23, but you know that, I'm sure you know. Good, I hope I explained that all right. In my limited but slowly growing knowledge. Hi, Daisy, how are you? Thanks for that very, very useful communication this morning on that personal matter. Thank you for that. That's excellent. And I'll attend to that tomorrow to the regional officer. That's right, on your side there, on the Indian side. I see Unlock Heaven. You're in Rishikesh now, are you, Unlock Heaven? Satish from Bageshwar, are you having a tour, a work tour, or just a personal touring holiday there? Rakshit, what's today's program? Just as usual, Half of it depends on what you... Half of it depends on that. As you know, Rashid, for our song and dance man, I can't be dancing, playing the harmonica, which is in India now, and telling stories and everything like that. So as you know, I rely 50% on viewers to keep the live stream alive. Talk about, please, any new viewers or viewers who keep quiet. You just passively watch, but you don't send messages. Please tell us something about where you live. Are you working? Are you touring? Are you married? Are you a happy bachelor? Or are you happily married? Yeah, it's possible. Are you a happily married person? That's possible. I believe it. Or with a budget blowout, of course. Or are you a happy bachelor? Are you working? Are you studying? What languages do you speak in your area? Maybe you come from Africa, Iceland, Greenland, Guatemala, Lesotho, East Timor, Andorra. Anyone watching from Andorra at the moment? Yeah, you think you're clever about geography, don't you? Anybody from Andorra, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg? Eh? Come clean. And maybe there are some famous local dishes which you eat there. Have you got any stories to tell? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you really believe in ghosts? Yeah, well, my mind's open on that. It's a good tourist attraction, isn't it? Do you believe in the Yeti? Good tourist attraction, that one in the Himalayas. Come and see the Yeti. We saw it last week. Ekdam Bhagwan Kasam. Yeah, well, anyhow, let's get off that subject. And thanks, Himanshu, for your very, very positive message. You understand that, David. Don't worry about the watch hours, David. I'll try to give it my 100% to get you there. You're going to reach it. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Desi Chana, humid and hot, not pleasant weather. You're all right, living like a samrat there, in 40 degree, 38 degree heat, living there in AC, just like an emperor. Genghis Khan never had it so good in his life. Genghis Khan, the emperor, Alexander the Great, the emperor, they never had AC in their lifetime, Daisy. Eh? Wow. One day they will invent a personal AC system where you're walking out in the park, Daisy Chana. You're walking out in the park with the cat and the kids. I know you haven't got a dog. And where you're playing badminton out in the park, sitting out in the sun, getting a suntan. And they'll invent an AC system which extends, let's say, 2 or 3 meters all around you. And that will be called a personal AC system, portable. They will invent it one day. Daisy Chana setting me straight again. David, a bachelor person's expenses are more than a married person's because grocery and food expenses are more for a bachelor person. If in the marriage both parties are working, that's right, yeah. Of course, in those days, Himanshu, they never had global warming and pollution. That's true. But even just a few thousand years ago, even just a few hundred years ago, Himanshu, and going back many, many thousands of years, they did have every few years serious, sometimes universal effects from El Nino and La Nina. They did, yeah. All right, then if anybody's watching for the first time, and if you like my face, it's not bad, is it, for 76? Purana kukur jaisa. Eh? Do you use the word kukur in Hindi also? I think you use kukur, dog, in regional languages in India, don't you? Purana kukur jaisa. If you like my face, if you like my voice, eh? If you like what I'm talking about, please tap the screen 2 times. It's very easy. If you don't like this live stream, if you hate me, you know where you can go, don't you? No, Himanshu, you can't beat the uncontrollable. Does everybody know that this year, El Nino, I won't explain it, you can on YouTube and Google Baba, you can look on those sites, El Nino, ELNINO, and La Nina, its sister system called La Nina, LANINA. These systems have been around apparently for dozens of thousands of years, and they originate, I think, in the Central, Eastern Pacific Ocean from deep ocean currents. And El Nino around the world basically has a drier and hotter effect, whereas La Nina has a cooler and wetter effect, generally speaking. And they say this year so far, El Nino, they're never active at the same time. This year currently, El Nino is the hugest amount of activity they have ever seen in recorded history. And of course, as some of you may know, through the amazing reading and scientific research of tree rings, the rings which exist inside trees, especially very old trees, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years old deodar trees, cedar trees, redwood trees, sequoia trees in North America, and other very old trees. They can cut those down, especially old fallen trees, cut them down, and by scientific research, find out from the first ring inside the tree trunk represents year 1, yeah? So they go out 1, 2, 3, 6, 2,000, like that. And they can read for that entire region in that year, how do a full chemical, etc., weather analysis of how in that entire region the regional weather was in that year. They can do simple things like nitrogen analysis, hydrogen, argon, helium, all that, oxygen, all that, and they can often put all of that and other information together to find out to help to explain certain historical events which happened in that area, of which there are no written records. For example, why in that area, let's say in the Middle East, why in that area 2,700 years ago, through tree ring research, why did hundreds of thousands of people suddenly leave the area over a year and a half? There are no records of huge foreign invasions pushing people out. Why? And this is very, very interesting study. Yeah, Anita, we're back in, still in the Wi-Fi zone here, in the home of Munna and Dawa Sherpa. Dawa, of course, has been out in Dubai, Abu Dhabi for 18 months. Security guard. Daisy, now Daisy, don't mind. This may be a new subject to you. Daisy, you must research La Nina. You have written a small mistake, but it's important. La Nina, L-A-N-I-N-A, La Nina. These two systems are never active at the same time. We're talking about the currently hugely active, the hugest, most active one in the last few thousand years at least. El Nino, E-L-N-I-N-O. Get the spelling right or you'll go wrong there. El Nino has been brewing for the last couple of months from the Central Eastern Pacific Ocean, right? And this was predicted 2 months ago to have a huge predicted 2 months ago, Daisy, to have a hugely devastating effect on this year's South Asian monsoon. What effect? Generally, that the rainfall in South Asia, I don't say generally, I should say that in some regions in South Asian monsoon this year, there will be much less rain, the monsoon onset would be delayed, and much hotter season until the monsoon arrived, or continuing into an early monsoon season, very hot with less rain, briefly, all right? But you look on it, look at that on Google, Barbara, or YouTube, and you'll get the full story, okay? These two systems are never ever active at the same time. It's impossible. The very interesting question is, I'm only a layman, I'm an amateur in this research, but will we get to a tipping point with climate change, blah, 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 greenhouse gases, ozone layer damage, blah, blah, blah? Will we reach a tipping point where, in a very complicated scenario, will all of these huge changes around the world directly have a direct effect on La Nina and El Nino, where the naturally occurring effects of these two systems are directly affected, intensity, duration, blah, 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 by the hugely complicated system on Mother Earth. Will this happen? I was asking this a few years ago, you know. I think they may be outside having some food in the kitchen. They may be outside, Sujan, okay. Having some food in the kitchen, maybe, yeah. Would you like to say hello to YouTube live stream, Pahadi David's YouTube live stream? Namaste. Such a teacher. अच्छा आज की खायो भाइयों ढेरों खायो भाइयों अच्छा हलवा खायो भाइयों हलवा इंडिया में हलवा. This almost certainly explains this year the effect of El Nino on South Asia, and we're only talking about South Asia. Look at the record. Look. Look at the record temperatures in Europe this year. Look at the record temperatures in Europe this year, eh? For example, and many other places. We have a pretty extreme summer this year too, didn't we? In South Asia, did we not have 40, 42, 45 degree temperatures in May? 1 year before, excuse me, did we not have 45 degree temperatures in May and mid-May 1 month earlier than usual? So you can put 2 and 2 together and you'll definitely get 4 on the subject of, yes, Himanshu, believe me, Himanshu, many people around the world don't know about El Nino and La Nina, and they're wondering, why is it so hot this year? Why is it so wet? Why is it so dry? Why is it so cold? Lastly on that subject, people, Um, this recent winter we had in the Himalayas, you know where was I? In winter time, December 1st to mid-March. Where was I in winter time? From 25 to 26, where was I? In Uttarakhand. I have been coming to the Himalayas, Nepal and India, since 50 years, coming and going long periods. This 25-26 winter until late January, I had never seen such warm temperatures in Uttarakhand, all of Uttarakhand. And I don't want to bore you, but I must say this. On the high Himalayas, in early winter time, normally, normally we will have the first snowfall on the Himalayas, a decent snowfall, by early December, mid-December. But that first snowfall on the high peaks of the Himalayas in Uttarakhand, I can tell you, did not happen until January 23, and then again January 28. This is true. And in all of late November, all of December, most of January, most of the time, we had clear blue sky days, which is very unusual for December and January. Blue sky days continuously post-monsoon after the first week of October. That is the exact report at the moment of Uttarakhand, you know. Oh, look, Daisy, once again, don't mind me saying, in a perfect world, you saw an article in a newspaper, maybe it was, you saw an article in a newspaper, Daisy, that the Nepalese are earning capital from India and spending it on Chinese products, indirectly circumventing Indian capital to China from India. Well, look, in a perfect world, Nepalis would be spending all of the Indian capital, 100%, on Indian products. They'd be doing the right thing. The full namaste would be genuine, and they'd be doing the right thing. But it's all about survival. What products are available? What products of similar quality? Are they cheaper than the Indian products? Hey? Are they a little bit better in value sometimes? Yes, Stacey, India is a labour surplus country. Oh, it's got millions of people sitting on their backsides every day, dozens of millions of people unable or unwilling to get work. How many people do you see in the Indian bazaar there, sitting in the same seat every day, sitting in the marketplace, unemployed, can't get work or don't want to work, but surviving somehow, just sitting in there in the marketplace, waiting for something to happen in front of them? A dog passes wind in the marketplace. Yeah, a dog passes wind in the marketplace, and it's a big event. It gets into the newspapers. Somebody falls over, unfortunately breaks their leg in the marketplace. Everybody stares. Oof. You know what I'm saying. No country wants that. No. Oh, look, every day the world's changing, Himanshu. Every day the world gets more and more complicated. And then the damn politicians, the damn MNCs making so many important decisions which we common people can't change. The military. Oh, the military loves a good fight. Eh? The weapons manufacturers wanting a war, otherwise they won't make a profit this month. That's right, Daisy Chana. India is a blessed country in many ways. It's blessed in many ways, not in all ways, but as it feeds 1/6 of humanity, yes, yes. And people who know, they are grateful. Himanshu, you remember in 2019 to, you should say, do you mean 2018 to 2019? Winter used to be cold, but from 2020 it all started to change. Yeah, well, there were big changes before then. Winter became hotter, yes. Himanshu, you may look now. Look on YouTube, look on Google. Was the north, you have to type in the Northern Hemisphere winter. Just type in now if you like. Was the Northern Hemisphere winter of 2018 to 2019 a La Nina year or was it not? Have a look, you might get a surprise. Since 15, 20 years, there have been huge disturbances, climatically, huge disturbances. I can remember in the past until, well, I can remember 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, when the monsoon in Uttarakhand would finish more or less every year. October the 4th would be the last local October the 4th in Uttarakhand, or close to October 4th, would be the last day of monsoon influence in Uttarakhand, October 4. And then after, for 40, 45 days after the monsoon until mid-November, clear blue skies every day, naturally occurring. Look, it's very complicated, Himanshu. I don't know the full story. Who does? But, Himanshu, again and again I'll say, when you've got an hour or so free time, look on Google, YouTube, Meta AI. I like Meta AI. Meta, M-E-T-A, Meta AI seems to gather information from all other sources and then gives you the cream and the most accurate information. I only look now to Meta AI. Look on Meta AI and ask these questions. La Nina and El Nino are only one hugely important factors in the universal, in the world's condition at the moment. Two very important factors. Yes, Stacey China, India is definitely a country where anyone and everyone is free to practice his, her religion and belief. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. And absolutely correct. And there are other places also in the world where you also have a huge amount of freedom. Believe me, Daisy, I am an international traveller, and I can say there are also some other countries where you can also practice your religion and beliefs. There are a good number of countries which have religious dictatorships, and their situation there is very, very different. Those religious dictatorships around the world, they force you to conform. They force you to conform. We know where those countries are. I'm only talking in general terms, okay? I'm only talking in general terms. Himanshu, yeah, I saw 1 hour ago. Narendra Pradhan ji ki gayab ho gaya. Now look, don't be too happy about this. Don't be too happy about this. I'm outside India at the moment, so I think I have a little more freedom to talk about the murky, murky, murky world of politics, the murky, cunning, unpredictable, I won't use any more adjectives, world of politics around the world. Varying degrees. Some countries have much cleaner politics, but that's all I'll say. No more adjectives. Look, that man, DP, is a hugely important man in the ruling party's machine, right? I know that much. I don't want to know too much about your country's politics, but I do look a little bit. That man, DP, is a hugely important person in the machine, right? He will reappear one day, don't believe me. He may change his name. He may even have a sex operation, a sex change operation, wearing female clothes or whatever. Okay, he will reappear. He will not disappear forever, believe me. This is just a cunning move at the moment to apparently satisfy a lot of people, right? Oh, he's gone. He's gone forever. Hey? Ramji ka naam satya hai. Murda deka masta hai. Don't believe that. Don't be innocent. Don't be innocent. Don't be what we say in English, naive, N-A-I-V-E. Don't be naive, N-A-I-V-E. Don't be innocent. Okay? He'll reappear. Of course he will. Even if they have to force him into a sex operation, huh? Wear women's clothes, huh? Geeta Joshi, Rita Ram, Parvati Singh. He'll reappear. He'll reappear. Oh, he will reappear. Believe me, he'll reappear. So don't be naive, okay? It's a current win for Gen Z and the protest movement, who I understood it started that a very, very high responsible person in the Indian legal system said that some of the Indian youth are cockroaches. They cheat in exams. They have fake degrees, some of the youth. And then, of course, the huge non-response by the ruling party, just turning a blind eye to the protests for the government to, from today, start to improve the situation for dozens of millions of young people in India to get jobs, to hugely clean up the education system in Bharat, to give heavy jail sentences to people, those greedy, corrupt pigs who are involved in exam paper leaks and those people who aid them. This is what the protest is really about now, isn't it, you know? Desi Chana, are these freedoms available in Africa, Middle East? Look, specifically, Desi Chana, even though I'm an international traveller, I have never personally lived in those countries in Africa. I've never lived in those countries in the Middle East or North Korea. And certain other, I've never lived in them. So, very conveniently for me, Desi Chana, I just can't comment anymore. I can't comment. I just can't comment. Desi Chana, sometimes good beneficial side effects come from apparent dictatorships. I'll just say this, think about one thing. In some countries in the Middle East, we understand that, and some local people say that, in some of those countries, it's very, very safe for women to walk around even in the evening time walk around in the evening time in public. If in some of those countries, if a woman is attacked or raped, they have very, very serious life or death penalties for people who commit serious crimes. It's an extremely black and white situation, Daisy. If you do a serious theft, you get your right hand cut off. Hey, black and white, isn't it? And many, many people don't get into cheating and corruption because they know they may get their hands cut off. For example, so we can't generalize. We can't generalize about anything, Daisy. That's my experience now at 76. Yes, that's right, Himanshu. You Gen Z in Bharat at the moment, don't be innocently too happy at the moment about DP's resignation. You Gen Z and other people in that movement in India at the moment, don't be naively happy that DP has gone forever. Ram Nam Satya Hai, Murudadeka Masta. Don't be innocent. Don't be innocent. Well, Daisy, I just said what I want to say. I just said in a short time what I need to say about the chop regime of Saudi. It seems barbaric, doesn't it? Oh, it seems barbaric in our so-called democratic countries in South Asia, in our so-called totally democratic countries in South Asia. It seems barbaric, doesn't it? But, just go back in the live stream to what I said 5 minutes ago. No need for me to repeat. Himanshu, the UAE is serious on these things. You see, for example, listen to this. If in India the government suddenly made a rule that if a greedy, corrupt pig in India, we're talking about corruption, we're not talking about many, many good people, I'm talking about corruption. If today the ruling government made a rule that if some government fund manager is proven to corrupt 5 lakh rupees, is proven in a court, some government manager or NGO or politician corrupts, in a court of law proved 5 lakh, they get a minimum of 3 years hard labour in jail. Do you think it would have some serious effect after some time? Listen to what I say again. If the ruling party in Bharat made a rule today that if some corrupt thief, some greedy corrupt pig, misused government funds or misused NGO funds or misused political funds, proven in a court of law, 5 lakh amount, automatically gets a 3-year continuous, without release, hard labour, sentence in jail. Do you think it might start to cut down on the amount of corruption? Do you think there might be some sort of effect on it? And if some greedy, corrupt pig fund misuser was found to have misused 1 crore funds, they would get a complete, continuous life sentence in jail. Do you think that might start to have some effect on the huge corruption level in Bharat? Do you think it might? Of course it would. Of course it would. Now, I can't speak any more strongly on this subject. All right? I will not repeat myself anymore on it. It's all on video now. Okay? I can't speak any more about it. I can't speak more deeply about it. Just listen to what I say. And that these heavy duty laws would be put into practice. They would be put into reality, I must add. Look, Daisy Chana, the unfortunate reality, why has Iran executed unaccountable people in the last 1 year? Anybody can see the reason for that, Daisy Chana. Apart from some of the government members in Iran are practicing barbaric practices. Some of them are practicing barbaric actions. They are, obviously. But you must understand, Daisy, because I'm not justifying why, but I'm telling you why. You see, you must think these things more deeply, Daisy Chana. You must understand these things more deeply. Why, briefly, and I won't repeat this one, why has Iran executed unaccountable numbers of people, unfortunately, barbarically and tragically, without reason, in the last year? Because they believe that there are some foreign elements directly interfering in Iranian politics. Get this the first time, Daisy. I can't repeat, don't mind, yeah? And that the longer previously that Israel was attacking Iran, and now the barbaric government of the USA, led by the top barbarian and murderer, Donald Trump, the more he bombs Iran, the more the Iranian people will suffer. Can't you see that, Daisy Chana? Okay? Believe me, I'm not repeating that one. Daisy Chana, how many people have you seen firsthand in Afghanistan? How many people have you seen firsthand with your own eyes in Afghanistan being decapitated by the sometimes barbaric, inhumane Taliban government? How many have you seen? No, Daisy Chana, you're a little bit innocent again, a little bit naive again. In your country, corruption has reduced very much. No, no, no. You are wrong, Daisy. You are wrong. It has not reduced very much. One example, Daisy, regarding exam leaking. Now, some elements in South Asia in the education system, some of them are masters in practicing exam paper leaking. Do you remember in the past, Daisy Chana, there were so many instances of exam paper leaking compared with now? Daisy Chana, please get a grip on reality, man. Don't mind. You're a little bit naive on this subject. A little bit naive. Don't mind. You're my great friend. Himanshu. Isn't Daisy Chana Vivek Singh Ji? Well, everybody knows now that he is, because Daisy, for his own reasons in recent days, has changed his name from this to that, and then back to Daisy Chana. So everybody knows now who the real Daisy Chana is, but he wants people to know. It's no mistake. Daisy Chana, you like the US without Trump? Ah, look. The best thing the best thing, Daisy, that Donald Trump has done is to seriously improve the security of the USA's long, long, long borders. No American president has ever approached the problem as he has, as we understand. Now, now, no, Himanshu, about corruption and heavy duty. In English, we call, do you know the word draconian? Draconian, very interesting word in English. Draconian is an adjective from a previous Greek politician or ruler long time ago who introduced, his name was Dracon or something, who introduced extremely serious laws against abuses of social order and corruption. Extremely serious laws he introduced, and they became called later draconian laws. Extremely heavy, serious laws to punish lawbreakers. Himanshul, I disagree with you on this. If they were introduced today, you would see after a little time, some people would think about breaking the law. They definitely would. If their houses were seized and burnt down to the ground, if the greedy, corrupt pigs had their own houses and properties in a court of law proved to be guilty, their land and property burnt down to the ground. Wow, 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 wow. We are seeing this more now. We're seeing this more. Look at Yogi Ji in UP, am I right? With the Bungaraj, Gundur Sungaraj, hey, the Gunda Sunguraj Sunga. Ah, Sungur. Are we seeing that not in UP? Yes or no? Don't be naive. Don't be naive. Don't be innocent on these subjects which we're discussing tonight. Do not be naive, and don't be negative either. Now, thanks. I'm seeing your name, Curious Guy, forever. Thanks, Curious Guy. Thanks for coming back, and I'll look at your message in 5 minutes. Romy, thanks for coming back. CJP, look, CJP, because of other messages at the moment, I just don't have the time and energy to tell you what I think about the CJP protest. And currently, I'm outside of India for 1 year. So I feel I can talk with more freedom. I'm not in India at the moment, and I'm not Indian. So look, Romy, please go back 25 minutes in this live stream now or later. Do a replay of this live stream, and you'll hear everything you want to hear from my mouth about the CJ protest, apart from the cockroach comment and then DP and blah, blah, blah. Go back and you can see it personally yourself from 25 minutes ago, Romy. And thanks, Romy, for coming back, okay? Daisy Chana, you've asked me a very complicated question. Thanks, Curious Guy. I'm coming to your text. Daisy Chana from Gurgaon says, David, they are practicing as laws are in some of their holy books. Look, there is a lot of misunderstanding about this, Daisy. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm definitely, thank goodness, about their holy books. I know who you're talking about, them. We know who you mean when you talk about they and them, because mankind has made a very clear line, haven't they, between us and them, our holy books and their holy books. Mankind has very much made a clear line. But that clear line, Daisy, reality-based or not reality-based, continues to create more divisions. I don't know, I'm not an expert on holy books. I don't have the time to be an expert on holy books, Daisy Chana, and I definitely don't know about the connection between the legal system and holy books around the world. In a perfect world, Daisy Chana, in a perfect world, there in some countries, Daisy, in some countries, they have a clear line between the religious system and the legal system. They have a beautiful, firm, clear line between the religious system and the legal system. They don't mix. In many Western countries, they do not mix religion and law and politics. They try to keep religion and politics and legal system separate. We do our best in Western countries. Otherwise, without doubt, when those aspects mix together, a filthy, dirty, corrupt poison is produced. Curious Guy. Oh, Curious Guy's getting plenty of messages coming. That's great. Thanks, Curious Guy. Curious Guy. Let's start to read these. Hari Om, David. Yes, Daisy Chana, read Curious Guy. We're familiar with Curious Guy, aka Fishy Man, the fish aquarium man from Rishikesh. And Curious Guy says, I think he said he's got, in other residents of his, he's got 8 other aquariums. Anyhow, let's move on. Now, Curious Guy, Daisy, on this subject of corruption, is it increasing or decreasing in South Asia? Please, you must look and absorb and digest this first message, Daisy, of Curious Guy. Hari Om, David. There is an exam, and Curious Guy lives in Rishikesh in northern India, at the base of the Himalayan foothills in Rishikesh in UP, is it? David, there is an exam leak happening in every state, in every exam. Even yesterday, the technical exam in Uttarakhand was cancelled due to a leak. Political sycophancy is a dangerous disease. If you don't know what sycophancy means, sycophancy, my Hindi is limited, but probably sycophant in English means hanger on. A person who hangs on to the back, or a person who hangs on to the backside of a person with influence. Probably in Hindi you say chamcha, but I'm not sure, maybe it is sycophant. A person who has less personal talent, less ability, and probably less good intelligence, who hangs on to the backside of a person in a powerful position. Shayad iska matlab hai Hindi mein hai chamcha. Now look, I'll continue with Curious Guy, because we'll just continue with Curious Guy's messages at the moment. Curious Guy is talking truth here. Curious Guy says Trump, irrespective of whether people like him or not, Donald Dump, the country, Donald Dump, a president and system, are powerful enough to subdue every other country, almost every other country. They haven't subdued Iran yet, have they? They won't either. Because sooner or later Donald Trump will be moved out of power, you will see. America are powerful enough to control the Straits of Hormuz, charging protection money. hugely increasing greedy pig corruption every minute of the day. Yeah, you're completely right, Curious Guy. Curious Guy continues. Curious Guy says, the Indian passport ranking, the value of the Indian passport has reduced very much. Corruption, criminality, ecological disaster, apathy, indifference, unaccountability, despotism, great English, Curious Guy, subaltern, fake atrocities has increased. Most people in India are desperate to emigrate. Most people in South Asia also, if they can. Now, Curious Guy, this is interesting. Please, people, read Curious Guy's messages. The government has just replaced the Education Minister, DP, with another corrupt person. I'm not surprised. The judiciary refused to hear pleas against police brutality. Are you listening, Daisy? Are you surprised? Don't be surprised. From 1993 to 2013, 80 exam leaks happened. Daisy and others, between 93 to 2030, 80 exam leaks happened, which we heard about. Between 2014 to 2024, 378 exam leaks happened. Do you people believe that corruption has decreased in South Asia? You're being innocent. You're being naive. Himanshu, David, you think religion is going to die in a few years? What do you think? Oh, that's a complicated question. Give me 5 or 6 minutes on that one. Now, Curious Guy, I'm just continuing on Curious Guy at the moment. Curious Guy has incredibly focused on one subject, GCP. GCP, the greedy corrupt pig, or what they practice, greedy pig corruption. GPC means greedy pig corruption. Thanks, Curious Guy. Curious Guy says there is a difference between secularism versus pseudo-secularism. If your English is not so refined, please stop now and look on Google to English Translate, okay? There is a difference between secularism versus pseudo-secularism. In India, except Hindu institutions, civilization, every other anti-Hindu sect, institutions are empowered against India. Yeah, I believe that to be true. As an outsider, as a foreigner, I'm not directly involved in Indian politics. I don't want to be directly involved in South Asian politics. Never. Not in 100 lifetimes. Now, Curious Guy, can I tell you, Curious Guy, Curious Guy, please never leave this live stream. Fishy man, please, never leave this live stream. Okay? If I make a couple of criticisms, don't mind. I think your skin's pretty tough, isn't it? Huh? Curious Guy, please, what you're presenting tonight is pure, unadulterated reality. What you're presenting today is totally related to today's scene on the subject of GPC. Please continue to talk on this subject, Curious Guy. Please never leave. Some of we thinking, aware people are much appreciating what you're saying tonight. Curious Guy, and here is my punchline, Curious. Please, never repeat what you said the other night. Please, I'm talking from my heart here. Please never repeat on this live stream what you said the other day about the Sikhs, this guru and that guru Govind and the other gurus, and anti-Hindu, helping foreign invaders to subdue India, and blah, blah, blah. Please never repeat any sort of speech like that, okay? Please, because that, I believe, I did my own research after, and I believe that was not true, any of that stuff. You're getting what I'm saying? Please never repeat any of that. But Curious Guy, you can have a great place on this live stream forever, talking about a hugely relevant, pervasive, cancerous subject, corruption in the world. And we're in South Asia, so let's concentrate on South Asian corruption. Okay? Please contribute as much as you can, and where appropriate, I'll repeat every word where appropriate. Did I repeat every word tonight? Thank you. I love you. Thanks, Curious Guy from Hrishikesh. We need more people like you. We don't want to be talking about what did you eat today, how's the weather, how are the kids, what do you think about the political position of the poor people of Peru? Get me? What do you think about the hidden nightlife of the South African trotting duck? Yeah. What do you think about the hidden nightlife of the South African trotting duck? These are all irrelevant subjects. We want to talk about more about what you're talking about, Curious Guy, and Desi Chana, and Desi Chana. We want to get right inside these subjects. All right, now, if I missed a reply to anybody, we're very busy tonight. We're very serious on replying to messages. If I missed a reply, please resend your text to me, okay? Please send it. And listen, if anybody finds Curious Guy's high level of English a little bit ununderstandable, if any of you are interested in Curious Guy Forever's subjects, but the English language level is too high, just ask Curious Guy to cut out some of the more difficult words, and he may well respond, okay? Because Curious Guy, we want everybody to understand. People may not understand words, Curious Guy, like subaltern and apathy and words like that, you know? Himanshu, David, do you think religion's going to die in a few years? Look, on the level, Himanshu, in my experience, on one level, look, Himanshu, we must understand the difference between religion. We must understand the difference between man-made religions. Believe me, all religions are man-made in the end. Okay? Now, you must understand the difference between man-made religions and true spirituality. Spirituality does exist in different levels between humans. You must understand clearly the difference between man-made religions, and believe me, they are all man-made. Don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled. Especially don't be fooled by dictators who use religion to keep their countries quiet and under control. You've got to understand that religion and spirituality are not the same thing, okay? That's right, Daisy. You've got to understand, yeah, you're quite right, Daisy. Allegations, accusations of corruption, and actual proven in an honest court of law. True sentences. You've got to understand accusations, allegations of corruption, and was that person actually proven guilty or not guilty in an actual 100% honest court of law. Yeah, there's a big difference. Himanshu, Daisy Chana, talking to Daisy. That's true, Daisy. DP, let's call him DP, you know, Dharmendra Pradhan. He might have a name change later. Dharmendra himself didn't leak the paper. It all happened under his rule, and it is a shame. It's a shame, and it's very commonplace, isn't it? That's the reason why they demanded his resignation, Gen Z, blah, blah, blah. Why has the amount of exam paper leaking dramatically increased in the last 10 or 12 years? Why? I'll tell you why. Because the organisers of exam paper leaks are becoming more and more desperate to make a buck. Not just a buck, a mega buck. That's why. And let's be honest, there's more and more need now, isn't there? As the youth population increases, there's more and more need for exam paper leaks. Get me? That's right, Himanshu. In my limited knowledge of Hindustani language, chamcha is the exact translation of sycophant. Chamcha, sycophant. A person with much less intelligent. Hi there, Anolpat. A sycophant or chamcha is a person with much less intelligence, much less honest intelligence, much less talent, much less brain power, who hangs on to the coattails, who hangs on to the backside of a person in a higher influential position. Chamchas hang on to political influential people. Chamchas, sycophants hang on to political people in influence, business people in influence, NGO people in influence, government, money managers. They hang on to the backsides, and even they will kiss the backsides of those higher people to get what they want. They will kiss their backsides too. That's not too strong language for you people, is it? Because that is true reality. That's true reality. That's what we want to talk about in this live stream. That's what we want to talk about on this live stream is true reality. And the world is far from perfect. This world is far from perfect. But good, honest thinking people want to build a world which is much, much better than the world we have today in front of us, okay? We want to build a world which is much, much better than the world we have today. Don't be naive. Don't be innocent. And if you can make some sort of contribution on this project, make a contribution. Don't be afraid. The opposite of a brave person, is darpok, okay? The opposite of a brave person in every language is the equivalent of coward. Hi there, Onolpat. How are you tonight? Well, your disguise, your incognito status is rapidly dropping, Onolpat. But some people still do believe that you come from South Africa. You're a native-born South Africa from Johannesburg in South Africa. Native-born, that's all I say. Native-born, we don't know. Are you brown, black, white, medium brown, medium black? Nobody knows that. Most people still think that you're a native-born South African, and Daisy Chana, in his good judgment, is going to continue to keep your half incognito status. Okay, Vivek? Half incognito status. That's how she likes it. Okay? Daisy Chana, what did you have for dinner tonight? Pat, what did you have for dinner tonight? Oh, beautiful. I'm loving your messages tonight, Curious Guy. Organic, realistic, realistic. Hi, Nightingale. Now, Nightingale reminds me of the name. There was a lovely female historical figure, Nightingale. Night in Gale. Look at that word. It's one of my favourite words. Night in Gale. As I've said before, I'm still very much a language student, but night in Gale means night in the valley. Nightingale has a very, very sweet voice. We're talking about the nightingale bird, right? We're talking about the origin of this word. I'm passing on some of my very limited knowledge on languages. No, really. And Nightingale is the name of a very sweet singing bird who apparently sings more at night in the valley. Valley, another word for valley in English is gale, G-A-L-E. Night in the gale. How do you like that one? Now, Curious Guy's keeping me busy, keeping us busy. All right, Curious Guy, I'm just hearing this. You're right on the ball, man. You're right on the ball. Phew. Are you an ex-cricketer by any chance? Footballer? Badminton? Now, Daisy Chana from Gurgaon, listen. Curious Guy, this is a nice human being, this one. A nice human being, Daisy. Listen, Curious Guy says he won't ever repeat the Sikh thing, but his facts were true. Beautiful. That's excellent. That's excellent. Good. My mind's still open on it. Oh. Now. Will you allow me to have a drink of water? Some nice mountain water. Oh. Who needs alcohol when you can drink pure water like this? Eh? It's early monsoon water, so we boil it strongly for 5 minutes. Mmm. 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 Har Har Gange. Har Har Gange. Dharmendra Pradhan ji ki halat ekdam nange. Hey, did you hear that right? Har Har Gange. Har Har Gange. Dharmendra Pradhan ji ki halat ekdam nange. Nange. But he'll be back. He'll be back. I'll bet you $1 million he'll be back. Oh, he'll be back. Mmm. Mmm. Tonight is definitely Saturday night. Saturday night at the movies. Who knows what picture we'll see? Daisy Chana, I had a great meal tonight. I've recovered from a couple of... Today I fully recovered from a couple of inadequate meals in the last 2 days. You can see how I'm talking today. I'm a little bit feisty today, feisty, a little bit aggressive, a little bit wanting a fight, through the medium of words, of course. And I had a lovely meal today. I had in the pumpkin leaf place, he cooked some beautiful some beans and some other green vegetable masala, rice, carrot and radish salad, and the all pervasive Nepali Masuro ko dal, the all pervasive, widespread. You can eat it in public places, night and day. Masuro ko dal, malka ki dal. The Nepali lentils, the Nepali malka ki dal is a very, very small one, very small, very tasty. Now, Curious Guy says, Curious Guy, criticism, has a thick skin. You just don't articulate enough. Look, for our level and my level and our level on this live stream, Curious Guy, you're articulating more than enough. You're articulating more than enough, believe me. The government wants to trample on an organic protest mushrooming throughout India. But it wants to enact representation to a select few puppets. That's right. And they have the means and power to do it these days, don't they? I mean, if that's done in the right way, in the right way, in inverted commas, then Himanshu saying, please send your last messages. What's that? Curious Guy. I'm just reading your messages straight off now. I'm not censoring them at all, Curious Guy. You can understand why now. Curious says, today he found, I'll just read it. This is Curious Guy's message. Today I found on Twitter that many foreigners except you are running all kinds of businesses in Himachal, Uttarakhand, despite living on tourist visas. Oh, look, I can believe that. That's totally illegal. I don't believe in that. I would not support that, especially when many South Asian people are unemployed and want to get work, especially when many Indians are unemployed and actually want to get permanent work. That should be looked into, Curious Guy, that many foreigners are running all kinds of businesses in Himachal, Uttarakhand, despite living on tourist visas. That's definitely wrong. Definitely wrong. A foreigner in another country on a tourist visa cannot make money. You can't make money, especially these days. It's very tight. Yeah, I wonder about some of these foreigners in India opening hotels, restaurants, shops, ashrams, whether they're actually on business visas or not, you know. Hi, explore the Himalayas. Now explore the Himalayas. I'm very, very, from my heart, I'm sitting up just to greet you again, to have your name on the screen after many weeks. This is beautiful. Other people, explore the Himalayas, won't mind me saying, this is a truly highly thinking, organic person. Explore the Himalayas. Thanks for coming back, man or woman. Please tell me your gender if you like. And as you can see, Himalayas, in recent weeks I'm back. I finished my 1 year Indian visa stay. So I'm back now in my loveliest, oldest, most favourite home. I don't own the home, but in Nepal, right? Central Nepal, called Daman. Don't be confused, explore. This is Daman in the central Himalayas and south of Kathmandu, on the road going, the western road going from Kathmandu to Bihar, India state. And it's really nice to see your name again. And what I want to say to explore is that for the first time now, since 3 weeks, I've been I live streaming with Wi-Fi, okay? So very nice to see you again. Namaste, Swagatam. And please stay more time if you can. on our live stream, Explore. And please, you other people, please look closely at I Explore the Himalayas messages, okay? And please, everybody en masse together, please, if you like this, if there's something you like about this live stream, please tap the screen 2 times to like, okay? And please, everybody, spread the word about this a little bit unusual live stream. We're not afraid to talk on any subject on this live stream. We are not afraid to talk on any subject as long as our language doesn't become too extreme and too hateful and insulting. Even though we may be talking the truth, we must not cross that line, you know? I'm fine these days, thanks, Explore, I'm fine. Oh, I can believe it that you only use original sources from the Sikhs, hagiographers. Yes, 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 yes. I can believe that. You only use primary and contemporary sources and their own scriptures. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. No, I do. I respect that. I respect that. Now, don't mind, curious guy. I can't repeat anything because I'm not an Indian citizen, and although I'm outside India, I won't repeat your message about the deep state wants their lapdogs and etc. etc. I won't repeat that. I don't want to get into that. That could expose me to some sort of harm, so I won't repeat that. But you viewers, please feel free yourself to read Curious Guy's message from his first message there, own scriptures, then his message, which I won't reply until Himanshu's current message, okay? Thanks, Himanshu. I'll try to get in touch with that. Listen to the story of Attack on Titan. Okay. Yes, Daisy, it's true for you to say that it's very wrong and immature for me to think that change will come after removing the whole team and replacing with a new team who have been purified in heaven. The new people have come from the same pool. The new people have not always come from the same pool. It depends who replaced them, who they were replaced by. Some of the new team who want real change are clean, good human beings. Some of them are. We must not think that all of the new team are the same colour, the same brand. We must not believe that they are all of the same old colour. That would be negativity, in my experience. Onol Putt says, you're fine, thanks, David. You know 2 other people who know about me too. That's true. That's true. Yes, yes, yes. Now, Daisy, I'll repeat again how I feel. I mean, Daisy Chana, to back up your statement that as a group of people removing with another group of people from the same pool, I must ask you a very, very definite question here, Daisy, and please give me a reply on this. How much time in your life have you lived in Nepal? And listen very, very closely in your mother language, or perhaps a bit of English and Nepali also. How much of your lifetime, Daisy Chana, have you lived in Nepal like I have? And listen to what Nepali tell you from the grassroots about the previous and current position in Nepal. How much of your knowledge comes from you living in Nepal, Daisy? And listening from the grassroots up to the local people, what they say about their country. Ah? Don't become totally negative. Whether Mr. Buland Shah becomes another KP in the next 5 years, that remains to be seen. He may or he may not. The Nepali people are not stupid. The Nepali people are not stupid. They voted Buland Shah in by having some direct experience of his actions, his speaking and his actions. His speaking and his actions also, Daisy, over several years as a singer, a social activist. Buland Shah directly opposed KP in the end. He made a song, and the name of the song was KP is a chore, KP is a thief. Do you think a coward would directly oppose the Prime Minister of Nepal like that? Do you think a coward would directly oppose the PM of Nepal like that by making a song like that? Now, on Olpat, you went to a life celebration party. We had finger foods plus a glass of chandan. Oh, very nice. Enjoy yourself while you're young on Olpat. Enjoy yourself while you're young. You won't live forever. Thanks, Curious Guy. Look, you're another person telling me I'm looking much healthier and happier than I was in Khorsani. I was never sad in Khorsani. I was never sad in Khorsani. I was always eating top-class home-cooked food in Khorsani, Curious Guy, but I know what it was. In the last 1 year, it was very much in the last 2 months in Khorsani, May and June, it was very much on my mind that once again I would have to leave my lovely, lovely Khorsani home, which I helped to build. I would have to leave it again for a 1 year period. It was on my mind, and that was what you saw in the last couple of months in India. I was not so happy in myself. That's the reason why. I love Nepal equally, but in India, in 3 places, I live in places which I partly or fully help to build myself. And I have in India, in those 3 rooms, people who I have known, or their parents, for dozens of years. So although I have a deep bond for India, and especially Daman, my bond and history and love is even deeper in Uttarakhand. So that's why, yeah. Desi Chana, change will come with the positive, optimistic thinking and physical actions of the masses. I must add my words there, Daisy. Change will definitely come with the positive, optimistic thinking and good actions of the masses. That's right. Good. That's right. Now somebody, who's saying this? We're talking about religion and spirituality. Yeah, religion is something that is more. Religion is more a social or community-based product. Okay, let's be honest. I'll close this up after. Oh, all right. You can you close without me moving? Thanks. Move the flower pot if you like. That's good. I can do. Oh, beautiful. Good. Will I move the flower pot after? You like that on that side?
No.
No, not important. Okay, good. Thanks, Mona. Please say briefly namaste to YouTube. Namaste. Namaste from Nepal. Wow.
Namaste from Nepal.
Mona Pramila Lama on this live stream. Pramila Lama Ji is 24 hours busy. Do you sleep at night? Now let's be honest. Religion is more man-made religion is more a community and social product of society. spirituality is more a personal thing, of course. That's right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The screen's not moving. Oh, yes, it is. The screen's moving again. Good, good, good. Now, I explore the Himalayas, who's 100% realist. You can't fool Explore the Himalayas. He or she is a total realist. Politics and religion must never come together to govern a place or a country. Politics and religion must never come together to govern a country. Explorer is against such a political party. Spirituality is a personal affair. Each person has their own right to choose and follow it. Wow, wow, wow. Don't go anywhere, please. Explore the Himalayas. Please stay here. Please stay here. Daisy, Johnny, you know and I know that you can have the best leader in the world. You can have the best leader in that country. But if the leader does not have a good, clean support team, then Ram Nam Hai, Murda Deka Masta Hai. Oh, oh, oh. Curious guy. The law of Pahadi David has been bent a little since the judge, jury and executioner has shifted to Nepal. Oh, that's a heavy-duty one. That's a heavy message, curious guy. No, I accept that. I'm not perfect. I'm highly opinionated sometimes, but I must keep an open mind. The law of Pahadi David has been bent a little since the judge, jury and executioner has shifted to Nepal. Explain yourself more on that. I'm listening. Rakshi, there is a question. David, have you verified your YouTube account by recording your 6-second video? 6-second video? I'm not sure. I better ask my manager about that, Rakshid, or uploading an identity card. I heard something about that in the past. Look, Rakshid, honestly, I'm still learning the whole process. Let's keep this issue alive, Rakshid. Let's keep this issue alive. I tell you how you can do it. Rakshid, are you still there? Please, you send me a reminder now through YouTube messaging to this channel. Please send the same message to me. David, have you verified your YouTube account by recording a 6-second video or by uploading an identity card? Look, in the last number of months, my editor and manager in our small team have been extremely busy. Rakshid. As I said before, they are involved 24 hours in their own pursuits, in their own projects and work. It may have been overlooked. Please send me a YouTube message now about it, a text, okay, about this, and I'll contact my manager straight away about it. Verify your YouTube account, record your 6-second video and uploading an identity card. Thanks for that. I think that's very important now, isn't it? Thanks, Himanshu. Don't use the word resign. Just say leave and that you'll be coming back next time. Thanks, Himanshu. Thank you. And that's very nice. Thank you. if I verify my account, YouTube will send me more viewers at a time. All right, please add that also in the text message you're going to send me today, please, Rakshi, to my YouTube the messaging there, the channel, okay? Curious Sky Forever says, Attack on Titan is an anime. The Nepali kids can watch the anime version of Ramayana in multiple languages, created in 1982. One of the best is the Japanese anime. That's interesting. That's new language to me. Thanks, Daisy Chana. Thanks for coming tonight. And we always value your great mind and honesty also. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Explore the Himalaya, Ashwin from Kolkata. I no longer have in front of me that book. I used to have it where people originally using their YouTube ID on this live stream then agreed to give me their real name. I don't have that anymore. Of course, I remember you, Ashwin. Thanks very, very much. I remember you fully. I remember you fully. Ashwin from Kolkata, Explore the Himalayas. Thanks for telling me that. Curious Guy says Hindu civilization is much more than religion. I know that. Hindu civilization is much more than religion. In my limited knowledge, it's like a religious ideology, isn't it? An ideology, a way of thinking, organic, scientific, like no other religious ideology, like no other, possibly. Yeah, Curious Guy, you say the tension of moving to another country must be taxing, organising finances, stress, blah, 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 different food, water. I am very, very much used to it now as a senior traveller. I've been travelling actually since I was 11, Curious Guy, when we left England for Australia. I've been travelling actually since 65 years, so I'm very much used to it. And there's not too much tension now. The actual thing I don't like is travelling, say, from India to central Nepal, the 1,100 kilometre long journey, which I have to do by bus and sometimes share taxi. Very uncomfortable. You're sitting there with all types of human beings. But that's all part of travelling, you know. I do use spectacles when I'm using my mobile and it's just 15 inches from my face. I must use recently bought bifocals. Rakshit. Maybe I have eaten in my life, tried to eat a lot of vegetables. I drink a lot of water. Now, no smoking, no drinking. No smoking and no drinking. Maybe these are reasons for my good eye condition. When I'm out and about, walking around, I often wear my glasses because I am short-sighted. I can see quite well to a distance, but my eye condition is that I can't see very clearly long distances. Yes, Curious Guy, anime means animation, cartoons, that's right. All right. It's not raining,
No.
not raining? Beautiful, good, good.
Very dry.
Beautiful. Tonight has been, I can say for me, a very interesting live stream. We've been digging into some very relevant, very important subjects like corruption, greedy pig corruption, in fact, sycophants, in Hindi, chamche, people who have no talent, no intelligence, but survive by hanging tails, hanging onto the backsides of people in influential positions. That's how they survive. They can't survive any other way, these sycophants or chumche. And many other subjects we cover tonight also. Saturday night, yeah, it's Saturday night. We're finishing in 25 minutes, so this lovely family can go to sleep on time. Please send your last messages now, and we'll finish in 25 minutes, okay? I explore the Himalayas, Ashwin from Kolkata. Of course, I remember you very, very well. Very well. Were you busy in the last few weeks with Ashwin? Were you busy with work or study or traveling around, something like that? Thank you, Chakra. Sycophancy, the noun form, sycophancy means chamchagiri. I've learnt a new word and I like it very, very much. Chamchagiri. It's a growing trend, isn't it? It's a growing trend because there are a growing number of human beings who are studying hard, working hard, and developing their lives and developing their knowledge. And there are an equal number of humans who are practicing chamchagiri. Yes. I see, Ashwin, you've been tied up with work the last few months. That's okay. No, I understand that. Concentrate on yourself first. I'm doing quite well actually for 76. Nadam, naram. That's my motto. That's my slogan these days. Nadam, naram. No smoking, no drinking. And I drink a lot of water. I drink 3.5 litres of water a day. And I've been vegetarian since about 13 years. I accept people eating meat. Let them enjoy the meat. If it keeps them happy, if it keeps them healthy and strong, eat meat. Why not? Well, in the last 1 year, as you probably know, Ashwin, I lived just in Uttarakhand in northern India, near the West Nepal border, in 3 different places. Lastly, I lived in Khorsani, Almora district, for 8 months continuously. And now, in the last number of years, basically, I just moved between 3 places in India, very, very old favourite places with lovely old families I've known for a long time. In India, I live in homes where I partly or fully help to build myself, so I don't pay for accommodation in India. And in Nepal, in recent years, I only live in one place, and it's here, and it's called Daman. Don't be confused, it's Daman, Nepal, not Daman, Gujarat, or Daman, Goa, Dia, Daman, Diu, no. Daman, Nepal. It's between Kathmandu and the Western Road, going south to the Bihar Indian border, in Birganj, Rakshul Motihari. Rakshit, I was thinking, Rakshit, are you teaching at the moment? You said something about introducing some of your students at this time to the live stream. As I understand, we could do it. We've still got 20 minutes, but I must leave here at 20 minutes to close the live stream. There's something about you asking your students to ask me some questions about the English language. Is that what you're referring to? Let's go. Yes, Rakshit, Pithoragar. Pithoragar means, in local language or Hindi, it means stone fort. The cunning British built a big strong fort there in Pithoragar, in eastern Kumaon, eastern Uttarakhand, towards the Nepal border. I lived in that lovely town for 3 years. I lived in Pithoragar town for 3 years, before, during and after coronavirus. Oh, please stay another 20 minutes, Himanshu. Rakshit's got a surprise for us. Let's see what it is. As usual, if you lovely people, new viewers or previous viewers, don't dislike this live stream. If you like this live stream, please just tap 2 times on the screen, yeah? And also, again, please, this is still a very small, almost unknown live stream. So please spread the word amongst your friends, social circle, everybody about this live stream. They may like to have a look at it, you know?
Ah! Mm.
Rakshit, again, please send a message tonight to me via YouTube messaging, our live YouTube channel, what I must do with about that thing to verify my account and ID with YouTube. Maybe my manager's already done it. I don't know. Please remind me. Oh, I see, Rakshit, that we would do live stream together on the same screen. I see. Now I get what you said yesterday. I see. Will you please mention that in your message to me tonight? Eh? Please add that on about the other matter, okay? Would you do that? And I'll talk to my manager immediately on both subjects, okay? I promise you. I also have my say, don't worry. Yeah. Collaboration, yeah, I get it. Is the primary thing there to create more interest, to get more viewers, to spread the word more? Is that the idea, basically? Tell me more now. I get it. Ah. Let's finish in 10 minutes. Please send your last messages now. Would you do that? Thank you. Yes, Rakshit's saying to him, aren't you, and to me, yeah, basically that's it, a collaboration. All right. Tell me the main benefits of that, Rakshit, please, at this time if you can. Oh. Yeah, basically my health's not bad. Can you believe occasionally, once or twice a month, this is the truth, once or twice a month, I think for biological or what's the term, reasons, I don't sleep. 1 or 2 nights every month I don't sleep 1 minute. And such was the case last night. So my health's not too bad to be able to do, I think, responsibly, and I think in an aware fashion, a 2-hour live stream where I didn't sleep 1 second last night. Can you believe? On Put. This 2 people doing live stream together sounds like high technology. It is to me, on Put. It is, yeah. I think it's basically what Rakshit's saying, to increase the scope and reach of this live stream, you know? Rakshit, we could be equal moderators. Is that okay? Equal moderators after consulting each other. I see, I'm getting it, Rakshit. This is new to me. 2 or more people on a live stream come together. A single person live gets boring after some time. And I was told directly last night, Rakshit, that female streamers have much more viewership than male. Yeah. A single person live gets boring after some time. Yeah, it can get a bit boring on both sides, on all sides. Joint live looks like a TV interview, more entertaining, more views. on Pat says she can't wait to see this eventuate. Himanshu says it would be nice to see Rakshit G on Live with David. Yeah, this could be quite interesting. One thing I'm thinking, Rakshit, set me straight now if you like, if you've got time now. If we wanted to delete a message, we could consult each other on that, couldn't we? Or if we wanted to take the drastic step of removing someone from the channel, we could talk openly about that, couldn't we? We're both able to do that. We're both responsible adults. Let me say that in months it's been very rare now for me to need to remove someone. Remember a few months ago, we went through a period there, But a few months ago, the regular personal comments to me about this aspect of me or about that aspect, accusations that I was this, that, or the other, accusations that I was this, that, or the other. Remember those times? Yeah, well, I think I gave strong responses to those strange questions. And yes. All right, let's leave then in about 7 minutes. The reason why I'm not, the reason why I can't stay here after 8 o'clock, because my lovely Nepali family go to sleep early, right? Okay. And the other reason is in another previous Wi-Fi zone, for a certain good reason, I can't live stream from there anymore because it's in the main dining room. And if visitors, guests come and see me live streaming there, they may not want to eat there. They don't want to disturb, okay? And the other place, there is another alternative. Now, sometimes, some nights, I will start the live stream in the Pumpkin Leaf restaurant, okay? I'm on good terms with them now, very good terms, okay? End of that subject about the power account, the light account. I'm on good terms with them now. So once or twice a week to get a longer live stream, another 40 minutes, I'll live stream from there also, the Pumpkin Leaf place, okay? All right, well now look, everything's gone very, very quiet. I feel we had a rather interesting live stream tonight, and thanks for coming, you beautiful people, especially you mainstays of this live stream, Daisy Chana, Onal Pat, and Rakshit, Himanshu, Curious Guy is becoming a mainstay again. Thanks, Curious Guy from Rishikesh, and Ashwin from Kolkata. I Explore the Himalayas, come back again. I hope Ashwin Explore can come back more regularly now. Please, you're very, very lovely, exploring, interesting mind. and soul. I'm sure I mean that. And all right then, I mean that really. That's lovely. You're lovely people. Rakshit saying, if David, if you click my comment, you will get an option to appoint me as moderator. A moderator can delete a viewer's chat if it finds it indecent. Moderators cannot access any of your personal data. All right. Please, in your message to me very soon about the other topics, please add this one also about the moderator's role and authority and all that. Would you send that also, please? Thanks, Rakshit. Thanks, Rishikesh. We have a local Rishikesh Hindu. I'm getting a bit tired now, don't mind. I didn't sleep last night. It's starting to show now. We have a local 3 kilometres from here where our beautiful mountain water source is. Hindu Buddhist temple here called Rishikesh Mahadev Mandir. Yeah, that's why I'm working on it. All right, thanks, Himanshu, and everybody else. I love you all. You know that. You know that. And let's see what great benefits this live stream may have in a year or two. We may be able to effect huge changes in the Himalayan society. Namaste, namaste. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you very, very much. I'm feeling tired now. I'm feeling like I'll sleep, really sleep, deep sleep tonight, just like Kumbhakaran. All right then. Good night. Namaste. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.